Dumelang, it's a beautiful Friday night, and as we're about to wrap up Women's Month, we're also very excited to welcome the spring season. This is what's coming up on the show. We kickstart the show at the Malibongwe Arts Festival Tribute to Women 2025. It returned as one of South Africa's most powerful celebrations of music and womanhood, uniting legendary voices and international talent. We then explore art as a form of expression with the Jeleni Phindi Art Gallery, unpacking its commitment to transforming both traditional and unconventional approaches. The annual Resonance Archive Festival is an event which promises to offer 4 days of archive, history, and heritage. This year's theme is titled The Pulse of Memory and the Power of Story. Multi-award-winning musician Brenda Mtambo takes us through her journey with music, entrepreneurship, and she also performs some soulful jams for us. Definitely lots more to look forward to, so stay tuned as we serve you only the best in lifestyle and edutainment. Let's get the show rolling, shall we? We're all yours.
Oh yes, it's a feel-good Friday. We are live, loud and in charge. Welcome to Trendz Live on SABC News. I'm Ngetisi, but you can call me Mne. Coming to you live from Auckland Park, Johannesburg. It's another installment of feel-good lifestyle, music and fashion entertainment. So much to do, so little time, but I promise you we're going to get through it all. Let's kickstart the show by taking a look at entertainment news that made headlines this week.
The Venice Film Festival recently commenced, drawing Hollywood royalty, European artists and Asian masters. The 11-day event fires the starting gun for the awards season, with films launched over the past 4 years collecting more than 90 Oscar nominations and winning almost 20, making it top draw for actors, producers and directors alike. Among the A-listers expected on the red carpet are Julia Roberts, Emma Stone, George Clooney, Dwayne Johnson, amongst many more. While the program spans psychological thrillers, art house dramas, documentaries, and splashy studio-backed productions. In England, a notable moment marked the sale of Queen Elizabeth's 2006 Range Rover, sold at an auction by iconic auctioneers during the Silverstone Festival held in England recently. The listing described the car's custom features, including royal household colors of Tonga green over sand Oxford leather combined with extended walnut trim and clear glass. After 8 years of meticulous craftsmanship, retired metal worker in the region of France achieved a lifelong dream recently in the quiet village of northeastern France, completing a spectacular replica of the Eiffel Tower. Standing at 31 meters, the replica is a faithful homage to the original, built from historical plans Fassler discovered in a 1989 reproduction of Eiffel's drawings. Carousers, dancers and musicians filled the streets of West London recently for the annual Notting Hill Carnival, one of the world's largest street parties. The 57th edition of the Carnival, which celebrates the city's diversity and how generations of migrants and their descendants have contributed to British society, was expected to attract more than 1 million people. That's it from us on this week's entertainment news around the world. We'll catch up again next week, same time, same place.
Back again next week with more trending entertainment news. Now, we recently celebrated strength, resilience, and the beauty of womanhood through music at this year's Tribute to Women concert. The concert brought together some of South Africa's most powerful voices and vibrant performers, uniting women in song and in spirit. Trendz Live producer Bulelani Lugogwane got to mingle with the stars. Have a look.
This year's Tribute to Women concert lit up the stage with unforgettable performances in honor of women's strength and spirit. Among the incredible lineup, we caught up with R&B sensation Keisha White, who shared her journey and connection to this powerful celebration.
I'm an artist that speaks truth, and there's a feeling behind my music. It's passionate, it's a lot of emotion, and I think coming off stage and seeing the South African people, they have a lot of love, and you know what I mean? And I see why they resonate to my music. It all makes sense now. But yeah, it's nice to know that generations, the younger generation as well, have grasped my music as well.
Keisha's music has always carried a sense of timeless relevance, songs that speak to love, resilience, and human experience.
I feel that the South Africans connected with me tonight on a human level. I mean, we all go through relationships, we all have highs and lows, but I guess sometimes when you see the star quote on stage, and you actually connect with them, connect with me, you realize I'm no different from you guys. I've gone through a lot of struggles. It took a lot to even get here today, but I made sure I put out all the stops to be able to come and perform that stage, and it really was worth every sleepless night, every setback. There was a few setbacks to get here, but we made it, and I think that's what we need to keep in music, the realness and the humanness, you know?
With a unique blend of voices and authentic storytelling, The Soil brought a sense of authenticity and celebration to the stage and continues to share wisdom that reaches far beyond the stage.
We don't chase relevancy. I feel it's an overrated term. So when you stay true to yourself, people will always resonate with your authenticity. Then that keeps you in the chat, that keeps you in the conversation, that keeps your music as a household object or a phenomenon within families. And if that then plays itself out as relevance, then yeah, we wouldn't quote it as that, but I guess that's what works for us. And so long as we continue doing that, I think Abantu will always love us for who we are.
At the heart of the Tribute to Women concert was a powerful reminder, the voices of women and their impact on society. Here's what some of the ladies had to say about the true power of women.
Women have a lot on them. We have to show up in so many different roles as mothers, sisters, and friends. And I think an event like this just says, hey girl, be yourself, be you. Come have fun, come dance, come sing. And I think that the element of freedom that comes with that is something that a lot of women need. Women are people too. We matter. And I think our contribution to society is exceptionally important. So getting an event like this that really just celebrates who we are, what we do, it's amazing. I love it.
That special message that I have for the women in my life is appealing. Life can be cut short. Let's have fun and let's build those family units. Let's love our kids and let's just be there for one another. Bosadi is Boto. You know, let's just live, love, respect, and let love lead.
The celebration didn't end with just the performances. For many in the crowd, it was also a chance to reflect on the female artists who have shaped their journeys. Here's what stood out as their greatest inspirations.
Thandiswa Mazwai, I absolutely love her. I love that she makes music about just being a person. I think it's such a complicated thing, the human condition. Hearing songs about her childhood, hearing songs about her career, about our history as Black people, I absolutely love that about her.
Makazi, for me, I mean, everybody knows her story, that she comes from struggle and she's made it this far and she hasn't given up with all the bad publicity that's been there about her, all the drama that's surrounded her, but she still continues to push her craft and she's like, you know what, whatever is being said about me is being said, but I know what my goal is and she keeps pushing towards it.
The Tribute to Women concert left behind more than memories. It carried a message of empowerment, reminding those in attendance of the enduring influence women hold in shaping culture and community.
Look, I was there and I can tell you we had the time of our lives. Listen, we're gonna take a quick ad break. It's more of Trendz Live when we return. Stick around.
Come, I'll take you to a place.
But I haven't got a car.
You haven't got a car? Now listen, children, listen. Once upon a time, there was a white man who didn't have a car.
Êtes-vous communiste, monsieur Lumumba? Et je dois toujours rire quand on me pose cette question.
Je ne suis pas du tout communiste. Je suis un Africain.
It's me, Tyler.
How do I know you are you?
Hey, Ben! Hi, Charlie. There's been a snatch, a girl. She's the daughter of a friend. If you hear anything in the street, I want to know, okay? Sure, Charlie.
Fubi was the top marksman in Soweto. He was a killer cop.
I told my wife that, look, Mama, things are bad now. I'm leaving Johannesburg. She couldn't believe it. I said, why? I said, police want to kill me now.
We believe that our problem is one not a violation of civil rights, but a violation of human rights. Not only are we denied the right to be a citizen in the United States, we're denied the right to be a human being.
When you all pay.
Yeah, 150 for a quarter brandy.
Is that all?
Oh, it's incredible. That was a snippet into the exciting annual Resonance Archive Festival, an event which promises to offer 4 days of archive history and heritage too. This year's theme, titled The Pulse of Memory and the Power of Story, explores archives as a dynamic tool of resistance, culture and identity. Attendees at multiple venues are in for a spoil-enriched mix of film screenings, symposiums, exhibitions and music events. In studio this evening, we're joined by Festival Director Sfiso Khanyile and Festival Producer Tsegofatso Molite Khanyile. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Trendz Live. Good evening.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. Good evening.
It's incredible. I just watched that and I'm just filled with so much nostalgia. Sfiso, I'll start with you. I mean, just after watching that clip, a lot of people are seeing history and some nostalgia too. Talk to me about what birthed the concept of Resonance Archive Festival.
We've been thinking about the festival for a long time. I work as an archive researcher. We're both documentary filmmakers. I mean, we're filmmakers in general, and I focus more on documentary. And in the documentary work, there's a deep dive into the archive and into South African history. And I think that's when you constantly are looking into the past, you're looking at it in real time, and it starts to feel like it's happening in the present, and it makes you look at the present differently, at the conditions with which people live differently. And so then the questions arise about how you can use the archive to make sense of the present and maybe even the future. That the archive is not just dormant, it's alive, and it's a tool for storytelling. And there's stories that are buried within the archive that we need to unleash. So there's this burning desire, or there has been this burning desire, to just get the archives out in the public so that they're not just locked up in libraries.
Oh, I love that. And I also love the fact that you mentioned that it reflects on the present and the past. Tsego, I'm going to come to you. Yes. Talk to me about how approaching this has been curated, because I mean, it's a festival. So what was the thinking there?
So, as Fiso said, archive is alive, and there's many different ways that it exists. So, archive is there in our music. We've got such a rich history in South Africa of music, so we wanted to include that as well. So, we've got a sound symposium, we have sonic lectures, we've got live events with jazz performances, and as well as on Saturday the 30th, Kamazu will be live, and he speaks to Black Joy under Apartheid, bubblegum music, the bubblegum genre. We've got exhibitions, we've got photo exhibitions, and then of course we've got the film screenings. Some films in our screenings and our offerings are actually archive films. So we've got a film showing Miriam Makeba as the first time Miriam Makeba seen on screen when she's 19 in 1953. That's the 37th Bride. Then there's a film from 1927 that we're showing called Silver the Zulu, which is the first depiction of an all-black cast on cinema. So, we've got many different aspects of archive. Some other films that we're showing are archive-based documentaries, showing Ernest Cole, one of our photographers, the first black freelance photographer in South Africa, and his work. So there's many different offerings that we're looking at around archive, including, speech, our talk symposium, where we're talking about the importance of archive, and then to our live events, our music events, and then our films.
Oh, I love that. And on that note, I want to direct your attention to another trailer. Let's have a look.
Keep free, with one foot here and another foot there, and a look in somewhere else. But even a stranger like you won't be able to keep it up.
Now listen to my song, for I have much to tell about some of my friends and others as well.
In a revolution, you are either with the guys or you are against them, right? You are a brother or an enemy. You can shoot or you get shot. But the church preaches brotherhood, and then lets the state decide who your brother is. Men, there's nothing I need in Africa right now, except for a drink. Come, I'll take you to a place.
No, but I came with Anna.
She'll be all right. She can get herself home. Come on, you'll drive, I'll navigate.
In what?
In your car, of course.
But I haven't got a car.
You haven't got a car? No car? Man, you haven't got a car. Now listen, children. Listen. Once upon a time, there was a white man who didn't have a car. All right, I'll get some to drive us.
Oh my goodness me. So this is one of the films that's going to be screened. What does it speak to?
I'm really excited to have this film in the festival because I'm not sure if you noticed, but that Zakes Mugai, who, plays a supporting role in the film, he's a two-time Tony Award winner, South African actor who's, won many awards, overseas. And it also stars Gideon Ngumalo in an acting role, and you can see there Mam Sophie Mgcina. These are luminaries and sort of like the music world. Zakes Mugai was also a saxophonist. But what's special about this film is that it was adapted from a banned book by Nadine Godimer called The World of Strangers. The filmmaker came into South Africa. He lied and said that he was going to make an infomercial for housewives and their fridges, and then shot this film in secret and finished it, and then went overseas to complete it. And then it was released overseas, and obviously it couldn't be released here. So yeah, it's really exciting that South Africans can come and watch this piece of history within the film. It's a piece of film history, but it also contains a lot of music history because it also documents rehearsals that were happening at the Toke House, the King Kong musical. When they were rehearsing for King Kong, the filmmaker was around, and some of the scenes shot in the film or that appear in the film were from that. So, within one sort of piece of archive, you have all of these stories and these worlds that connect in shaping our humanity. Of course.
Oh, so much history, so much culture. I just love it. I've got another clip that we have to see. Let's have a look.
My name is Ernest Cole. I was born March 21st, 1940 in Pretoria, South Africa. In the 60s, every day, every hour, despite the dangers, I photographed apartheid without stopping. In their gaze, their gestures, I tried to find meaning. Chronicling misery, injustice, and cruelty had become my everyday. But exposing exposing the truth had a price. It's called exile. I thought I discovered a new world, one of liberty and equality. From New York to the south of the United States, I photographed these bodies, these looks, caught furtively on the move. However, a reality dawned on me. In South Africa, I was afraid to be arrested. In the United States, I was afraid to be killed. But I never ceased photographing, even for a single moment.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. Tihu, I'll come to you. This is a tribute to Ernest Cole's address titled Rebellion. Talk to me about why this was so impactful.
Oh, this is an amazing film. So, you know, talking about the film itself, it was Oscar nominated. It's directed by Oscar winner Raoul Peck. And it's premiered at the biggest festival in the world last year, at Cannes Film Festival. And it's about a South African man. You know, we don't know enough about him here in South Africa. You know, like I mentioned before, he was the first black freelance photographer, and he just depicted so much about his surroundings, about his life. And then, of course, he paid the price and went into exile. And then went on to find out that, you know, the United States is not the land of the free, as it was, you know,
depicted.
Depicted. So he came from apartheid South Africa to find that black people were in similar conditions in the US. And his work is just so impactful because it shows the truth of where, you know, how things were, you know, aside from the images that people put out and the propaganda, it showed the real. And, you know, this film came about because 60,000, it says, of his negatives were found randomly in a bank vault in Sweden, in Stockholm. And from there, that's how the story about him was birthed. But, you know, he shows true humanity, he shows ordinary people, and that's the power of it. And that's the power of archive that we like, because it's not about the big historical narratives, it's about the everyday people on the ground.
Oh, and that's where the true stories lie.
Yes, exactly.
Sure. Tihu, I have to ask you, because so much interest I know is being sparked right now. Where are the venues where these different cultural and art activities are going to be taking place, and where do we find more information?
So we have amazing partnerships with 4 main venues. Some of our films will be showing at Ster-Kinekor Rosebank, at Cinema Nouveau. Then we have some films at the Bioscope, and we've got some at Ayetu Heritage Hall in Soweto. We've got our symposium, our talks and music lectures will be happening at The Forge in Braamfontein, as well as the Library of Things We Forgot to Remember at 44 Stanley. We also have a special student screening at the Market Photo Workshop, so students can arrive with their student card. It's free. And there we're going to be showing a film about Sam Nzima. So those are our main activities, and that's where the events. You can follow all the activities on our Facebook page and our Instagram page, and as well as our website. So Resonance Archive Festival, and the website address is resonancefest.org.
Oh, I love it. Sfiso, as we're about to wrap up, I have to ask you, how do you think that this festival contributes to South Africans finally reckoning with their past and us just bridging the gap and maybe finding healing?
Yeah, I think, you know, the intention is about having intergenerational conversations, you know. I think that there might be a disconnect between what the young people perceive of, you know, what our history is and, you know, where we come from. And I think that the archive then begins to bridge those gaps, you know. It begins to give a sort of, you know, realistic, true image of, you know, who we are, or more authentic image of who we are. But it also speaks to our aspirations. As Sakho mentioned earlier on, that it isn't about the big moments, you know, about apartheid and just about our pain, but it's also about our aspirations, you know. People were loving and living and, dancing during difficult times. So I think it also kind of needs to show the human side, and that's where the healing comes from. Because when you start to speak to people's aspirations, then you really sort of, are speaking to their soul, and those things can be transported through the archive onto the new generation. So I think mainly that's it for us, using the archive as a tool for reclamation, to create better images of ourselves and, carry those forward.
Oh, I love it. Look, I'm a person who believes that history has no blank pages and information is power, and it's just incredible. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on Trendz Live. I will be going to the festival myself.
Thank you.
Yeah, so incredible. All the best with the festival.
No,
thank you.
very
Thank you for
much.
having us.
Thank you for having us.
Oh, indeed, a festival which brings together filmmakers, artists, academics, historians, and culture practitioners to reflect on the past, question the present, and shape future memory. It's already begun and certainly is one worth attending for a life-changing perspective of our country's past and how we can start thinking about the future in the arts. For now, we're going to take a quick ad break. It's more of Trendz Live when we return. Welcome back to the show. You're still watching Trendz Live on SABC News. Okay, so picture this. Lightsabers clashing, anime legends walking side by side with video game icons, and someone calling themselves the Trendz Life Kitty. Also, somehow, myself and Candy were there. Look, I don't know, but only one place makes that kind of magic happen. It's ComicCon Africa 2025. We hit the streets of Jersey to meet the cosplayers, the superfans, and a few characters you definitely won't find in any comic book. I think let's roll the clip because I want to see these receipts myself.
ComicCon 2025 Africa has kick-started today in Johannesburg South. This is a war between man and woman. I hear Star Wars is in the mix. I'm just a Trendz live reporter, and I'm trying to get away from all of this. It doesn't. Ooh, okay. Apparently they just died. Ooh, let me get out of here before I die. ComicCon Africa is more than just costumes. It's a melting pot of gaming, filming, art, and storytelling. Are you like that, or you are acting it out with your stick?
Does that matter? I'm a plague doctor, ma'am.
A brave what?
A plague doctor.
Oh, you're a plague doctor?
Oh. A little sidekick. His name is Build. An endemic with the bubonic plague.
And then when
Hi. I physically can't see you, right? You are literally below my... There, hi.
I can see. Can you see me now?
I can see you now. How are you doing?
Under your umbrella.
Go. I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. This is Shabiri from Elden Ring. So it's a character from Elden Ring, yeah.
Tell me about the film.
So this is made of EVA foam. Most of the props are EVA foam. This is basically just a plywood. And then the rest of the fabric is leather, cotton, and bag fabric. That's good used to make the rest of the cosplay.
The name's Big Boss from Metal Gear Solid 3.
What? From the what?
Metal Gear Solid 3. It's an old video game series back from the early 2000s. It was released originally, the first game, on the PlayStation 1. And actually today they've released a new game, and I'm the main character from within there. I've used, a bit of creative liberty going into South African gear because it's American, but I said, I'll use South African clothing, South African gear, give it a bit of a twist.
I think I found Death herself. You are what?
No Face from Spirited Away.
Oh my god, okay.
It's an anime. It's an anime movie.
Oh my god, I left Batman for you because I was scared. Okay, what else is happening here? Okay, you've got arms.
I've got arms. These are my own arms. Underneath I have a PVC piping structure attached to a bag that is holding up all this material with a hula hoop and a ball. So it's very much homemade amateur cosplay.
And as technology advances, cosplay has become even more versatile and realistic.
Close them off.
control all of this?
Okay, so the gauntlet is motion activated. So just by using my hands, I can control the lights lighting up. The mask is sound activated, so when I speak, it will open and close. And the costume is just a onesie that I bought online.
Do you have the six-pack, or you also bought the six-pack?
Of course I have the six-pack. Six-pack's underneath here as well.
The action outside the auditorium was just as electric, with life-sized characters roaming about and even horses making their rounds. For the purpose of this exercise, you can call me the Trendz Life Kitty. I'm not alone. I am accompanied by our two presenters. Yes, you guessed it right. I came with Candy. I also came with Mne. He's like the guy that you find in the game from Minecraft. Can I ask you something quickly?
Yeah.
Do you know Magumba dance?
I don't.
Can I show you quickly?
Sure.
Okay. And then can you do Magumba dance with me?
I don't know how. But...
Like, oh, you don't have hands.
No.
So put on Magumba, and then we're gonna do the 10 at the same time. Whoops. And then see you put on Magumba.
Listen, somebody needs to get the batteries out of Puleng. She needs to be stopped. But look, it's totally incredible. Now, onto art as a form of expression and explores an advanced visual art. The Jeleni Phindi Art Gallery in Randburg is committed to transforming art experiences through both traditional and unconventional approaches. Currently showcasing portraits of a variety of women as seen through his eyes, artist Jeleni Phindhi's work is nothing short of immaculate. As we close off Women's Month, Trendz producer witnessed his masterpieces. Have a look.
An exceptional space for exceptional art exhibitions. Titled Language of Light, Jeleni Phindi takes me through walls that speak volumes about his deeply evocative body of work. From his childhood days, sketches of cartoons, cars and houses didn't seem like a promising career for especially his mom. But it was his grandmother's belief in him that helped spark Nhlapo's artistic gift into an appreciative pursuit.
Ngakhuliswa ugogo la. Umama ukhona but ngikhuliswa ugogo. I'm the first child. Buye. So but ugogo ne experience. So now whatever eyenzakalayo ngirepota kugogo. And ugogo, there's a culture esendlini ukuthi hayi khona umsamo uphahla kanje umqombothi wenza kanje ngifundisa ugogo. She passed on ugogo ne. But she came back as an ancestor to guide and protect me. So that's the reason I put a female. I understand what is a female power. Because there was a time, Siaro, mina no mama, we are battling with it. I was born as an artist, it's a gift. Now, from my birth, she's like a doctor or a lawyer. Yes, I want to do that. But my emotions, my spiritual journey says, no,
These thought-provoking paintings emerge from the quiet corners of the mind, where thoughts are often confined and unheard. The work urges the observer to interact with identifiable human figures through dark, bold shapes, signifying the ongoing effort required to establish harmony in the face of adversity.
In alignment with the title of the show, Language of Light. I mean, as African people, we are people of color. I mean, all across, the continent. And not only that, so color to us translates in how we dress, we cook in every way. He's multi-talented because he's flexible in most mediums that he looks into. I mean, from acrylic to charcoals, it's a whole play for him. And I find that he plays in his work. He's not stifled, and that's what makes it. In that way and in that sense, it gives him a room to grow over and over. He captures not only through color, but our, the daily challenges that people face in terms of illuminating, looking into women and different themes that he really looks into, not only just one, but he plays, he's broad in terms of that. He takes it a bit further.
It's an illuminating, intuitive journey of creativity and rhythmic compositions. This artist transforms emotion into light brush strokes, with each palette being a passage to freedom. His choice of colors is drawn from the emotions evoked by the sight of the female object to be portrayed. The truth also lies in the viewer's emotional responses and resilience.
I challenged the light. The light responded lightly. On my paintings, it can be anybody, including yourself. It's just the approach is different. If I see you, you are light-skinned brown, but I see you in a pink and blue color. That I know the pink is for joy, blue is for warmness. So I understand the colors, and yellow for excitement.
He frames and looks into and illuminates women firstly from a celebration point of view, and also solving a identity crisis, because looking at men that are raised by single parents, right? And with that, he comes in to solve and look and really make us aware that sometimes, yes, to the individual, the mother and the father is important, but if the father is not around, it's okay. Looking and celebrating a girl child from that level, so it already changes the paradigm.
Color, moving and pulsating with purpose to display across the canvas. This exhibition is certainly one where liberation is not only explained but experienced. Language of Light is indeed a fantastic translation, enhancing strength and courage of women through the vision of both the contemporary artist and the onlookers.
Ah, it's truly beautiful. Listen, we're going to take a quick ad break. When we return, the iconic Brenda Mtambo is in the building. You don't want to miss it. Stick around. It's Trendz Live.
Let your hands tell me what I need to know. Pull me close, don't let go. Take your time to control or feel your heartbeat. It's calling my name the way you touch me. Send my soul on fire. Tracing my skin every time. Pull me so close, don't rush me. Yakurada bay, akibachi mutu omu. Twarele alfi.
My goodness me, it's hot in the Trendz Live studio. The song feels like such a hug. I think that's why it says Ntware. Listen, multi-award-winning vocalist, singer, songwriter Brenda Mtambo's journey of a young girl passionate about music to a respected artist and businesswoman is a powerful narrative of ambition, talent, and strategic foresight. Her contribution to the music industry continues to inspire and influence the generation of South African musicians that are still to come. Some of her career highlights extend far beyond her performances. With numerous accolades to her name, we chat to her and find out who and what this powerhouse is all about. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Brenda Mtambo. I thought you were going to do it. Oh, wow. Yeah. Yes. welcome to Trendz Live.
Thank you so much for having me.
First of all, I have to say Happy Women's Month to you.
Thank you.
Ever so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Let's chat about the music. Look, a lot of people say that music is a form of healing, and we know that your voice has healed so many. Talk to me about what music means to you.
Oh my God. I think for me, it's not just singing or even writing songs, you know. Music is my calling. I believe that I'm called to do what I do. I believe that I was supposed to do music, you know, for me, but also for the people that need healing that I preach about. So my music is that. Music for me means that space that you go to for clarity, a space that you go to find some peace and heal, and sometimes just to feel yourself, feel good about yourself. So it's quite a lot.
Oh, it's incredible. And I love the fact that you say when you preach through your music.
Yes.
Look, we've seen your career through all its journeys. We saw you on Joyous Celebration. There was a time I was watching a Lira concert, and there you were.
There I was.
Look, talk to me about your journey through music. And did you always know that you would go solo and become this powerhouse?
I always wanted to be a solo artist. Let me maybe say that. I always wanted to be a solo artist, but I understood also that I needed to learn and get some experience. And I feel like Joyous Celebration and backing a lot of great artists, you know, from our country really directed my path that direction. And I got to learn about the industry before I became an artist, which was an advantage for me. I came in when it was time for me to be in front. I had so much information and experience. So I knew that I wanted to do that, but also I understood the processes, and also that you don't just get to where you want to get to. You have to go through certain paths and certain spaces first for you to get to where you want to get to.
Talk about paying your school fees, man. You paid your dues. Listen, you sing about love, you sing about God, you sing about struggles you've been through, but you also sing about womanhood. You know, as we wrap up Women's Month, I have to ask you, who are some of the women who have shaped this phenomenal human being that you are today?
Oh my God, it has to be my grandmother. So I lost my grandmother last year, actually.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you, it's okay. It is my grandmother. She was resilient, powerful, strong, but calm at the same time, you know. She taught me everything that I am, and everything that I aspire to be. It has to be her. But in the music space, recently, actually a week ago, we were honoring Malibongwe Arts, which is amazing. So there are those women also in the music space that have paved the way for artists like myself. Those women who were not afraid to share their voices. Those women who were not afraid to be at the forefront, you know, in fighting for justice at that time. And those are women that I look up to, women that want to leave a bigger legacy beyond our voices, because there's a generation that is coming before us. So Mamleta has to be one of those women that I really truly admire.
Oh, shout out to your grandmother and Mamleta. I want to talk about the song now that feels like such a hug, Ntware. It's a Sotho translation for Hold Me.
Yes.
Talk to me about the song, what inspired it, what is it about? Let's chat about it.
You know, Ntware, I just released Ntware now a month ago. I wanted to record something sensual, something easy, something very womanhood, something that, you know, something that is like a hug to me. It doesn't have to be from a lover to a lover perspective. It just means the embracement of oneself, just to embrace yourself and love on yourself. So Ntware is that, man. Ntware is an easy, loving song, but it's more so focused on how you feel about yourself and the desires that you feel. You know, you can imagine them sometimes.
Preaching to the choir. Going to our charity begins at home, so love yourself first. Look, Brenda, you've had an illustrious career, and it's truly, truly incredible. We're so proud of you. But when you look back, and you're like Brenda at the beginning, Brenda now, have you achieved half of the things, or maybe like some of the things that you wanted to achieve? How far are we on that goals bucket list?
Oh my God, I feel like God has been so good to me. You know, I've had a good career, but I'm not even halfway where I want to be. You know, I'm not where I want to be. but I'm grateful for everything and every opportunity and every stage and every award that I've received. But the journey still continues. I still have a long way to go. I still want to amplify other women. So I started this initiative, Amplify Her, where we're taking other women and putting them on certain stages and give them tools, to sustain them in the business, tools also just to heal, because I talk about a lot of things through music, but also there's other aspects of me that are far beyond music. So there's quite a lot of things that I feel like I've not achieved yet. So I feel like the road is still long.
Yeah? You're just scratching the surface. And I mean, I love the fact that you speak about uplifting, because you also own Busa Music,
yes,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And that's a platform that you use, I think, to distribute your own music. Do you think that artists are getting the recognition that they deserve? I mean, ordinarily, I know that everybody wants ownership of their craft, but artists in South Africa are building their own table because they're just like, whatever's happening is not working for us.
I love what artists are doing. The fact that a lot of artists own their stuff, they actually even has gone into a point where they manage their own careers. I love that, I feel like there's still a lot of work that needs to be done, on that aspect of respecting the craft and respecting artists and paying artists what's due to them and paying them so well. We don't want the situations where an artist dies and then there's no money, because a lot of artists, a lot of us, we live from hand to mouth, right? Yeah. So I think from that perspective, there's a lot of work that needs to be done from both private and public sectors, but also from internally, from us as artists, we need to empower ourselves.
Oh, Yabona, about to kick the doors down. I love it. Brenda, we're so proud of you. Thank you so much for coming to Trendz Live.
Thank you so much.
I cannot wait to hear Yenza Kwentege that you're going to be performing now. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for. But fear not, we're back again next week, same time, same place, exclusive to SABC News. But you can call me Mne. Here she is now performing Yenza Kwentege. It's the ever so talented Brenda Mtambo. Au revoir. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, everybody. I love the song. Iti.
Gombogo senhlizweni yakho konke lokhu okukwenza wenze konke lokhu okukwenza uqhubeke phambili enza kwenzeke Gombogo senhlizweni yakho konke lokhu okukwenza wenze konke lokhu okukwenza uqhubeke phambili enza kwenzeke enza kwenzeke enza kwenzeke enza kwenzeke enza kwenzeke enza Zala enza konke emandleni akho. Don't you worry cause umdali yena he got you nje enza kwenzeke ungaqhubeka zala enza konke emandleni akho. Don't you worry, don't you worry, don't you worry.